I finally got a park. I'm winded because I had to walk so far, but we're almost there.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna tell you guys how this even like was possible. Go back to like maybe 2 weeks ago.
I've been in my bag for a minute. I got time today, I might spend it.
What's going on, everybody? It's Tyler and I'm back. Back and I'm better. This video I am excited to make, as I don't know if you can tell, but it's night. It's like 6 o'clock. I just got off work. But this particular thing that I'm talking about, if you guys can see by the title, is my experience at the Revolt Summit. So if you're ready to hear about the story time of my experience at the Revolt Summit, then continue to watch and enjoy. So there's this app called, I think, Community, and it's where like celebrities and like businesses use this like app to text you or whatever. Now usually in what I thought, it's like automated, like it's sent to everybody, it's not that personalized, you know, stuff like that. So I have it, I mean, you know, you don't have to download it, you just like text the number and then they like save your number or something like that. So basically I was on TikTok and you know, Carisha Please is is on Revolt, which is Diddy's like multimedia channel. So I like Carisha Please, and the episode that was coming out was the episode with Megan Thee Stallion. We all know, we all love Megan Thee Stallion, we all love Carisha. So I was on TikTok and Carisha had an ad and was like, if you want to see this episode early, text this number and you know, you'll get the episode for free. So I ended up texting the number just so I get the episode for free, and I think I got the episode for like free or early or whatever. So I was like, cool. But I was like, okay, I don't really know anything else about Revolt. So I'm just gonna like mute the notifications, right? So then fast forward until 2 weeks ago on a Thursday, I got a notification saying, hey, like a notification, like a message that went out to everybody, like a whole bunch of people, I'm assuming, and was like, we're looking for 10 people to be a part of the Revolt Summit, right? All you have to do is send a video saying your name, your name, what you do, and or your passion, and the last song you listen to. I saw it and I was just like, let me just do it. You know, the Revolt Summit was in Atlanta. So initially I was thinking like, oh, if I do this and I get picked, then like I'm gonna get flown out, or you know, I'm gonna get flew out to like California or New York. Like that's exactly what I was thinking. Then last week on Tuesday, I was getting dressed to go out to dinner for my friend's birthday at this place called Muhammad. Hello?
Hello?
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm filming a video, let me call you back.
Okay, bye.
Last week, Tuesday, I got a message saying, hey, congratulations, you got selected as a Revolt Dreamer. When I looked at that, I was talking to my mom and getting dressed and I was about to be late to the dinner. When I saw the message, I was like, Mom, I think I just got picked for the Revolt Summit. And then I saw the dates and it said the 24th and 25th. I was like, this weekend? So I was like, well, I gotta pack my clothes. And basically they were like, oh, like say if you confirm if you want to do it. And I said, yes, thank you for picking me, I want to do it. And they were like, amazing, great. So what you're gonna do, so they were like, you're going to, they said block your calendar for Wednesday and you got to meet with the team at 1 o'clock. So be there or be square basically, because if you did not make the meeting, then you couldn't be a part of the summit. So I was like, crap, I really want to be a part of the summit. And at this point, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. But I was like, okay, I'm excited. I did have to work on Wednesday, but you know, I work from home and I could definitely figure that out. So late at night, I literally got an email saying like, I'm going to be a part of a panel. At this point, I didn't know how long I was going to be a part of the panel. I didn't know what I was doing on the panel. I just knew I was gonna, you know, be on it. And at first, the panel that I got picked with was Big Facts Live, which is a podcast with, you know, 3 people, and the guest they had was Boosie. Now, and then I got a text again saying, hey, like, just confirming you're going to be there at 1. And at this point, the messages are still on the community app, but it's personal. So, you know, I now know her name was Corvea. And she was like, hey, it's Corvea. Like, make sure, you know, you can be there at 1. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to be there. And then she was like, how comfortable are you with Big Facts Live? And I was like, you know, I don't know much about it, but I'm down for it. Like, I can do anything. I'm right there. Like, I can definitely do this. Like, there's no problem at all. So then she was like, well, you know, we want to make sure that each dreamer, that they're connected to a panel that makes sense. So I was like, okay. So, and then she said, what is like your passion? Like, she asked me again, and I told her, you know, I want to be an actor, overall creative. Like, you know, I do this, I do that, I'm into this, I'm working on this. I'm not gonna say too much because these are things I'm actively working on, but you know, I was just letting her know those things. So then she was like, okay, thank you for letting me know. So I just thought she was just like, yeah, ain't nothing for him. Like, boy, shut up. So we all get on the call. At 1 o'clock, I went to lunch. A whole bunch of people popped up, right? It was me, 9 other of the dreamers. We got Corvea, who I feel bad because I forgot her job title, but you know, she basically picked us. She works with Revolt. And then Kristen, who is the executive producer of the whole summit, with her production company. And they were on the call. And basically they let us know that we would be a part of a panel, and we would be at the end, like the last 5 to 7 minutes of it, and we get to ask a question, and then we also get to help moderate because we would have audience questions, like an audience Q&A. And so in my mind, I was like, God is good, because if you guys don't know, if you do know, I'm sure whoever watching this video more than likely knows. Outside of being an actor, I've always wanted to be like a host. So when I was younger, so this is not off brand for me at all. When I was younger, I always told my family like I wanted a male talk show, kind of like The View, and I wanted all these people on, and I wanted to be the moderator. I just wanted to host 106 Park when I was younger. So that's like always been a dream and goal of mine outside of being an actor. So when this happened, I was just like, I was so caught off guard, and I was like, God is great. I was happy. I was elated. I got emotional after the call, but I'll get there. So Corvea read off all of the panel assignments, and she told me that my panel assignment got changed to the future of creative freedom. Now, the whole theme of Revolt was the future is now. And my panel was going to be the future of creative freedom. And this also put me in a more emotional state, just because the whole theme of it is basically like still being creative while pushing through the societal norms of what being creative should be. And for a long time, I have always said, like, you know, one of my reasons why I want to be an actor is because I want to show people who are like me that they can be, or you know what I mean? Like I got bullied for being dark skinned. I got bullied for not being like the most machoist nigga out there. But that doesn't mean anything. Like, I can still be myself. Like, and people took that and ran with it and created a different narrative that isn't true. So it's like, okay, but I still decided to push through that, and I'm going to be me. Like, yes, I'm dark skinned, and I think I'm darker than most, but you know, some don't. And being dark skinned just got cool like a couple years ago. So you know, that's That's one of my differences. I don't have the deepest voice, as you guys can hear, and that's okay. That's why, you know, I want to be a host to show, like, you don't gotta have a deep voice like Barry White to do certain stuff. Like, that doesn't take away any masculinity or any man that I am just because my voice is a little bit higher. So, you know, those are things that I really resonate with. And then at first, they told me that the panel was just going to be with Coyle Ray. They didn't necessarily say anybody else because they were going through contracts still. But even having Coyle Ray a part of it, like, it makes sense. Like, she's not the typical female rapper. Like, she's just not, even look-wise. And she's going to have to push through that, as everyone knows how, you know, social media kind of bullied her for that. But, sorry, Velvet wants to be apart. But once I got off the call, I got filled with emotions just because, and I'm going to touch more on this in the life update video, but just to give you some insight, since I have moved to Atlanta, the blessings that have come upon me are crazy. Like, some things a lot of people don't even know about. So yeah, anyway, I'm trying to keep it together, but I was just elated and happy that actually I got to, you know, do something so great. And I know this may sound like, what did you even like do? Like, did you really do anything? And I did a lot. Like, you know, for me, just following my dreams, it's just like, it's great for me. Like, it's a big moment, and I cannot let anyone take that away from me. And yeah, anyway, the summit, I told myself I'm gonna get there early because I wanted to enjoy it and network, but still be there in time for my panel. My panel originally was at 6:45, but we had to be there 2 hours earlier, which would have been 4:45. So I wanted to get there at like 11 or 12 just to enjoy it. So I took a while to get dressed, and I ended up getting there at like 11:45, 12 o'clock, but I could not find a park. I was like, okay, maybe I should have Ubered, but I also felt like I wanted to leave when I could leave. Like, I didn't want to just like Uber home. So I ended up, after, you know, spinning the block a million times, I finally asked this man. I was like, hey, like, I'm a part, and you know, I know people probably say this all the time, but I'm like, hey, like, I'm a part of a panel, I'm part of Revolt. I don't have any credentials right now. I don't have a ticket because I got it for free, but I got text, I got this, I got that. Like, he was just like, it's okay, just park in the staffing parking lot. I said, thank you, Jesus. So I parked there, I walked in, and then I met the I think he's a PA, was the production assistant. His name was Saya, and he was the nicest person ever. And I got my credentials, and you know, I sat in the holding tent most of the time, and I got free drinks. You know, because it's Diddy's event, we had Dillion and Ciroc. So you know, I had Dillion, which is tequila, and Dillion is real good. I had free drinks. It was lit. So it's finally time for the panel, and So it's finally time for the panel, and I get shifted backstage. While I'm back there, you know, it's hot as hell. Like, y'all know I sweat, I'm a sweater. So I'm just
like, oh Lord, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
But they finally put a fan up, and they gave me a card that had my name on it. It said, "The Future of Creative Freedom, Tyler Harrison." I still have it, and you guys will see it in the video somewhere. And I also got to sit with my panel. So in addition to Coyle Ray, it was Tink, which I'm a fan of Tink. I don't know if anyone knows I'm a fan of Tink or not, but I love Tink. And then it was, I don't want to get these names wrong. It was Danye Taylor, who is this, she made a marketing company, and she's also a content creator and a public speaker. We have Mez, who's an entertainer. He's a rapper. And then we have Justice. He founded a record label. He's a record exec. And then Smino, SMINO, who's also an artist. So you know, we were all backstage, and then one of their managers offered me a shot of De Leon. He offered everybody a shot. Everybody said no. I said yes because I needed to knock the nerves off. So I took a shot. I was talking to Mez, and you know, he's from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm from Fayetteville. He lives in LA now, but we kind of just, you know, chopped it up or whatever. And the cool thing is, you know, he asked me to take a picture of, you know, the panel. And so I was taking it. He was like, oh wait, aren't you like talking with us? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, you gotta get in the picture too. So you're gonna see a video where I got in the picture. I was like, oh, Tink, I'm a fan. She was like, oh, thank you. She's beautiful, she's gorgeous. I mean, duh, like you can tell. So while they got on stage, I had to memorize, you know, I had to make a question. Now, granted, so I messed up because the PA like gave me an outline of how the conversation was gonna go. In my mind, and probably because I was drinking, I thought these were questions I could go ahead and ask. Like, I thought they gave me pre-written questions. Because I did stuff like, I did Watch What Happens Live, and I don't know if I can say this, but they, you know, they give you questions. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just have a question. But no, while I was waiting and listening to them, I was reading his teleprompter. He was literally reading the questions, and I'm like, oh my God, like I had to come up with my own question. So I am thinking. I'm nervous now because I'm thinking I can ask, you know, I have to make my own question. And also, this is my moment. Like, I'm about to show out. I looked nice. Like, you know, we about to show out. So I'm like, dang, what could be my question? So I came up with the question. It's time for me to go, and they handed me the microphone. I said, my heart was beating. I wish I had backstage footage, but I couldn't really film, and my phone was dying too. But I was like, like I'm nervous, I'm about to go. So then they called my name, and then, you know, I got up there, introduced myself, and it was kind of like a blur, just because I was like, I can't believe this is happening. So I was like, basically my question was, for the whole panel, I said, you know, being a creative can be very draining, especially when you're not getting the results that you want or the support that you think you should get. So I would love to know everyone's motivation to help them keep going, and any tips to keep that motivation to push through. And everyone literally answered the question with graciousness, and everyone was really good. I took what everybody said to heed. Like, I think what everyone said really made sense and makes me want to, it motivated me more to do things that I can't wait to share and to continue with, like, you know, doing YouTube. So it was really great to hear all of their perspectives, and yeah, I got off stage and I was like, whew, like a weight was lifted. It was a wrap, but everything was great. I'm super happy, and I cannot wait for the next opportunity because I know it's going to happen. I want to thank everyone at the Revolt family for being very nice, very courteous. Shout out to Cordeya. That's her Instagram name. Kristen with the I. Kristen Summers, I think. She was great. Saya is great. Everyone gave me great advice. It was so nice. Yeah, I just really, I just can't wait until my next thing. So, and I know it's gonna be great. But thanks everyone for watching this video. If you want to keep up with me, follow me on Instagram at Kappachinotv, as well as TikTok. It's the same exact thing. Thank you guys again. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.